The girl opened her eyes and was stunned to discover that she had somehow been transported into the world of a novel. Even more unbelievable, she had become the wife of a billionaire. But in the very next moment, she learned that her incredibly handsome husband was confined to a wheelchair. He handed her a set of divorce papers and calmly said, "Sign these." Without hesitation, the girl tore the papers into pieces and firmly declared, "I will never leave you." Smiling warmly, she added, "I want to spend the rest of my life happily by your side." Her husband was shocked by her sudden change in attitude. He immediately suspected that she must be hiding some secret. Instead of going through with the divorce, he decided to postpone it so he could find out what she was really after. In reality, before entering the novel, the girl had been an ordinary factory worker. Suddenly becoming the wife of a billionaire felt like a dream come true. When she realized that her husband's legs couldn't move at all, she gently touched them. At first, he looked at her with suspicion, but when he saw her carefully covering his legs with a blanket, he realized she genuinely cared about him. With a sad smile, the man said, "Maybe I'll never be able to walk again." The girl quickly replied, "What if the hospital made a mistake? Why don't we get a second opinion at another hospital? I'll go with you next time." As he was leaving, she smiled and said, "Come home early today." His assistant couldn't understand why Madam had suddenly become so caring. Deep down, the man was also happy to receive such genuine affection. The next day, the girl sat in his wheelchair first and said, "Today, I'll personally take you to the office." Then she helped her husband onto her lap, and the two of them shared the same wheelchair as they headed to the company. After work, she came back to pick him up. "The weather has turned cold," she said. "I brought you a jacket." Then she smiled and suggested, "Let's go fly a kite today." The man was about to refuse, but she gently placed her hand over his mouth, stopping him from saying no, and led him outside. Soon they arrived at an open field. She pushed the wheelchair with all her strength, trying to get the kite into the air. But no matter how hard she tried, it simply wouldn't fly. Finally, the man pulled her onto his lap. Taking control of the wheelchair himself, he helped her launch the kite, and this time it soared high into the sky. After a while, he smiled and asked, "Why did you bring me here to fly a kite?" The girl innocently replied, "Because I wanted to feel like I was flying, and I wanted to spend some beautiful moments with you." That same day, her ex-boyfriend suddenly showed up. The first thing he asked was, "Your husband is still alive?" At that moment, the girl remembered the novel's original storyline. In the original story, the heroine only wanted to seize her husband's fortune. Together with her ex-boyfriend, she had plotted a fake car accident to frame him. That accident had left the man paralyzed and caused him to lose all his memories. As soon as the girl remembered everything, she deliberately served her ex-boyfriend a cup filled with coffee grounds instead of actual coffee. Then, in a fit of anger, she threw him out of the house. Like and subscribe for part 2.